Hello, sports world. This is TA and G Shorty coming to you live from Noble Sports Entertainment today. We're miking up with your opinions, our opinions, and the sports world opinions. This is raw and uncut, but a little edge on it, a little edgy today that might leave some of you bleeding on things that's occurring in the football world. So we're going to go ahead and get this show started on today. What's up, my man? G
Yeah,
Shorty.
man. Thanks for football, man. Football, and you know, hey, it's college ball, man. And you know what? I'm just glad, man. We
Yes.
it's college ball starting it off, man. And
Yes, it's
the
getting
top
kicked under the
six,
way today.
man. The top six: Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Wisconsin, Ohio State, and Washington.
Yeah.
And out of those six, it seems like three, is in the mix. Washington just lost today.
Yeah.
So,
you talking about for the national title already?
I'm telling you, man.
This is only week one, man.
I know you're saying that Alabama has a very soft schedule, man, and why they couldn't play anybody?
Man, yeah, I
that
was thinking about that earlier, G Shorty, that
You
I
know.
was looking at Alabama's schedule, and I'm saying, man, the strength of that schedule is very
So,
weak,
so you
man.
think the Alabama is not playing nobody?
They're not playing anybody, man.
Okay,
Come on, man. They got an easy ride to the number one seed.
LSU is ready. They're playing tonight. Is
Come
at
on.
25, man. But you know.
But yeah, that's
okay.
at the end of the season, though, almost. You know, LSU,
okay,
and then you
okay.
got Auburn. Those two games, that's the only teams they really play.
Okay, we just got
No competition for
Okay,
Alabama.
okay. Well, we're not gonna get into that right now. But you know what? Hey, well, the thing that I would like to get into today is that
What's
you
that?
know I've been looking at all these major and these big contracts, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And do you think that they're affecting the game, man? I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? From a standpoint of being a fan of the NFL and everything of that nature, I do think that this kind of affects, because if you're giving one player all of this money, then how do you find the missing pieces to the puzzle? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I agree on that, because you know what? Hey, I'm looking at this thing, man, and I'm thinking like, hey, Odell Beckham, the 95 small receiver, can he really carry the game?
Yeah.
I mean, the Giants been sleeping for the
Yeah,
last,
yeah, I know what you're
couple
saying.
of years, and the fact that can he awaken the sleeping Giants, man? I mean, these contract things, man, is.
Yeah, because he got a big contract. Let's talk about OBJ a little bit.
Okay.
OBJ got a contract, man, worth $95 million and $65 million guaranteed for 5 seasons. Now, the thing about OBJ is that you got to understand is that OBJ has been injured. He's injury prone at times. He's not always there, and that kind of hurts him a little bit. But I figured that the Giants, they wanted to keep their man because he's like their circus act in town, so you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So
man, a circus act. So,
yeah,
you know
he's somebody that they like to put the spotlight on. So
you're saying because he's in the Big Apple.
Yeah, he's in the Big Apple.
He's in the Big Apple, so you know what? Hey,
and he has that charismatic flow. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
I agree.
The camera's
with that.
always on the brother.
I agree with you on that. But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I tell you though, man. I'm just saying that you know what. At this moment, it seems like that the Giants, man, are drugged.
Yeah.
So can he wake them up? I hope
so.
I really,
only time will tell, right?
I really hope so, man. And,
Yeah, only time will tell.
I can truly say that you're right about one thing. It's the fact that I'm tired of looking at this small time stuff, man. We need competition, man, and the more money that they're putting out, it's creating somewhat of a problem in the game. And,
Yeah.
And so, but hey, the money's there.
Yeah, the money's there. The money's there.
The money's there, man.
Because we got a lot of players, man, that are getting big deals, and I understand it. For the player, I understand his position. He wants to get paid, but as you look at it as a whole for the team, is that really good for a guy to get that type of money and command that type of money on the open market? I don't really know, man, because sometimes that hurts the team in salary cap wise, or that hurts them in different financial situations where they're trying to get and add talent and playmakers on the team.
Yeah, so I agree with you 100% on a lot of things, but
Yeah.
I just want a competitive and a quality game, man.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Like I talked about last week, I
Yeah.
talked about basically going to the college ball because it's a lot more competitive. They're only playing for positions.
Yeah, a
and
spot.
and the spot championship. In this game, people are putting out money.
Yeah, it's all about.
People are putting out money, man.
They're trying to feed their family, so I definitely understand that.
So
understand that.
definitely,
So we definitely had something surprising. We we've been having a lot of surprises happening this week, and it's kind of crazy, you guys. We want to get you guys involved with this as well. But definitely, man, Teddy Bridgewater was traded. We just got through talking about Teddy Bridgewater in one of our podcasts of old, and we talked about Teddy Bridgewater in the trade. He got traded this week. So what do you think about Teddy Bridgewater going to the Saints?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. You know what? I think Teddy's gonna cross that boardwalk with New Orleans into that Super Bowl 52. So the thing about it is that bad decision.
Yeah,
it's just a bad decision. Is that I just don't see.
Yeah, I didn't understand why they did that.
Come on. The Jets was a Jet, but now they're a Cessna. You
said a Cessna.
Yeah, who want to fly with them at this point?
Yeah.
That's just it, man. It's just like, man, I just don't get it. Bridgewater was a perfect match.
He's a great. Actually, Bridgewater, he's the type of guy that you can have him at first screen or second screen quarterback.
I don't see the Jets winning even 7.
Ooh.
I don't see it.
You're making that bold prediction already?
Oh, but they're already, man.
They haven't even. Okay, they play the Lions in week 1.
They're gonna lose. The Lions should be their first win right there.
They hope so. They hopefully.
Lions fans. I'm telling you, Lions fan, if you guys don't beat the Jets. You guys need. I know that you're a Lion right now.
Yeah.
But if you guys can't beat the Jets, you know what? Put your Cub uniform back on.
Yeah.
Put the Cub uniform back on.
You want us to put the Cub uniform?
And just become the suckling to the Lioness, you know.
Yeah. I talked about the Lions a little bit earlier in the video earlier, and just talking about the situation with the Lions as far as just them being able to go out to playmakers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I understand that, I had some guys make comments about, just saying basically like you don't want to break the bank and that type of thing for a player like Khalil Mack. But you got to look at it. What is the three P's that we talk about on this channel?
Well, we talked about, hey, you got to be able to protect.
That.
You got to be able to apply pressure, and you got to have a playmaker.
Right.
You got to have those playmakers.
Man, I love your formula. I'm going to embed that.
You know what? I applied that today.
Yeah.
In all 6 games in the college ranks, and I won all 6 so far. So you know what? I picked Auburn over Washington.
Yeah.
That's the only game I had somewhat apprehensions about.
Yeah.
But they pulled it out. I'm just
flabbergasted. Okay.
So, but let me ask you something, T.A.
Yeah,
let me ask you something.
I'm open for questions, man. I'm open.
Man, how do you feel about the fact that, do you think that sportsmanship is overrated in not only the NFL, but it's more materialized? You can see it more in the NFL. Do you think that this thing is really blown out of proportion?
No, it depends on today's game. Is a little bit different from times of old. You know what I mean? How guys were, they were rivalries back then, and guys wasn't really buddy like how it is now. You know what I mean? A lot of guys train together now.
But you played the game?
Yeah, I played the game, and definitely I would have been a competitor against my competitor.
Right.
So when we, I understand the when we off the field, yeah, we're okay. And I may not even train with you though. We okay, but at the same time, in the same breath, I'm definitely going to be trying to be at your throat. You know what I mean? When we are going against each other. That's something that I would like to just do. You know what I mean?
But I'm just saying, because of sportsmanship, do you feel like that the game has become too forgiving?
Wow, that's a big one.
I mean,
at times,
it's all right to lose. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It is.
Some kind of way you should feel it. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. It's just the fact that I'm playing for my city. Mm-hmm. I'm playing for the team supposedly. Mm-hmm. Come on. You got to give us a better product. Yeah. I mean, you kicking my butt every week.
Yeah, definitely.
And you kicking my butt every year.
Yeah.
For me to come and just shake your hand and pat you on the back. No, man.
No, man. Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to beat you. I'm trying to beat you. I'm trying to figure out every year that I lose to you. I'm trying to figure out how to get better. Number one, and then I'm trying to find out where the holes at, where the weaknesses at. Because I'm trying to get to those weak points. Because everybody has some type of weakness, and I'm trying to get to that weak point. So that I can be able to overcome whatever's on top of me. I can overcome it.
So you that are listening to us, basically, give us your opinion. Do you think the game has become too just too watered down.
Yeah,
you know,
too watered down now.
You know, I mean,
everybody's friendly with one another. Everybody's training with one another. What do you guys think about that?
But you were right about that money, though, because you don't have enough to spread around.
Yeah,
it's just the fact that you got one or two teams, probably one in a division that's dominating on a continuous basis, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
And my biggest thing is that a lot of teams, I understand that it's a quarterback's league, and that the quarterback is the highest paid position on the team. But you really got to look at what defensive guys do. You're asking a defensive guy to be a playmaker. You're asking him to be able to shut down some of the best quarterbacks that enter the NFL, and from week to week. And sometimes that can be hard. Sometimes, you know what I mean, you're going to make plays out there. Sometimes you're going to be frustrated. But I do think that sometimes those guys on the defensive side of the ball should be getting paid as well, especially if you put the work in, you got the body of work, and you're doing what you need to do out on the field. And every time you come out there, you bring it.
That's why, man. I like I told TA in our first opening.
Yes.
That if Khalil Mack left the Raiders,
yes,
I'm going to.
Oh man,
I'm going, man, because
you going?
Take away the black hole. They're no longer a black hole. They're a cradle now.
They're a cradle.
Anybody can crawl out of the hole right now. You know, and so I tell you, and
so how do you think that affects the Raiders and the Bears by Khalil Mack going over? The Raiders giving away their best defensive player to the Chicago Bears for 2 first-round picks.
I think it's great, man. I mean, they was once known as the monster of the Midway, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Now
that
you have Khalil Mack on the runway, on the tarmac, and he's driving. Hey, teams are in trouble, man.
Oh yeah,
they're in trouble, man. I mean, we say championships win. I mean, championships are won by defense. But according to the owners, that's not the case, or management. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. And that's a good point that you bring up, because I just want to kind of piggyback off that point.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Basically, just saying that when you're a GM and you have a coach and you have your staff, you have your scouting team, and you have all these people, the first thing I do is when I come to the round table, I'm basically trying to implement something to these guys. I'm trying to build winning. And that's one thing, like with the Detroit Lions, I wanted to see that winning culture. You want to see, you want to see them implement something and go after a guy that's a playmaker. Now the Lions got guys like Ziggy Ansah, Glover Quinn, Darius Slay, Matthew Stafford, on and on and on. But I'm not talking about those guys. I know what they bring to the table. But I'm talking about having a guy like Khalil Mack on your team. Man, definitely, that's going to make the Bears so much stronger on defense.
Hope, man. I mean, just hope, man. I mean, just
and
hope.
if you watch Khalil Mack's highlights, that guy gets after he gets after it, man. He gets after it. Period.
So do you believe that the Raiders' decision was based off of Gruden's contract, Carr, the offensive team, that they couldn't pull that trigger to pull him in? You think that had something to do with it?
Man, I think that has a lot to do with it, man. You gave Gruden. Here's a coach that has not been
proven in the last 10 years.
Yeah, he's won a Super Bowl. I give him that credit. He's won a Super Bowl before.
And the only reason he done that,
he's been away for the game.
Yeah, but he stepped in the same thing. He did. He stepped in just like Pete Carroll stepped in on Dungy.
Yeah.
Okay. The pieces was already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The team was already there.
Let's see what he can do formulating pieces here in
minus
Oakland.
Khalil Mack.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, because they got a big tough, man. Their first game, the Raiders got to play the Los Angeles Rams. And the Rams got one of the best defenses on paper now.
Put a minus sign.
Yeah.
I love, the schedule that was set up this year.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But without Khalil Mack, man, the chances of beating the Rams, man, is zip.
Because now you got Aaron Donald, who just got that big deal.
Come on,
he got 134.
Raiders ain't got no defense, man. I mean,
you got. But think about it. Who you got on the chart? I mean, not the Chargers. I'm sorry, guys. On the Rams, you got Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Sue.
Exactly.
You have the cornerback Talib and Marcus Peters.
Man,
These guys have a defense, man. They built this team to try to make this team
I
go
don't
to
wanna,
the Super Bowl.
You know what? I don't know why I brought these boys up because let me get away from
What's
these
up,
guys
G-Shorty?
because you know what? Hey, it's very frustrating. I've been very upset when they
No,
let Marcus.
man, don't know, man. You
When
don't
they
be
let
upset,
when they let
man.
Marcus
Don't be
Allen
upset,
go in
man.
1992.
Yeah.
You know, and they talk about excellence at the Raiders. You know, the facilities and all of this.
Yeah.
When they let Marcus Allen go, man, what they call it.
They hurt you.
I have to repeat it all over. It's a deja vu all over again. Okay,
Yeah.
so,
I
you know what?
understand what you're saying.
So you know what?
I understand what you're saying.
I'm done with that. But the thing about it, I want to know about the fact that I didn't track this as much about Aaron Rodgers.
No, man, you're talking about.
I don't know too much about that. So for the Packers,
You're talking about a
fans,
guy that most Lions fans can't stand Aaron Rodgers. But you know what I mean? I look, it's like this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater of anyone like that nature. Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. I'll give him his just due and everything like that. The guy is skilled and he's talented. And without Aaron Rodgers, the Green Packers go nowhere. But definitely the deal that he got, yeah, he should have got it for the team that he's on because they definitely need Aaron Rodgers. You know, Aaron Rodgers is set to make $134 million with $103 million of that guaranteed. So it's going to max out to somewhere around 180 somewhere like that. So we're talking about a lot of money for one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I'm not going to hate on Aaron Rodgers, but at the same time, I want to destroy the Packers.
Well, the thing about it is that, one thing he did try to do is that he tried to change the culture of contracts. And, he tried to make it non-traditional, like how in the NBA when they have the ability to opt out of their contracts. So he was trying to bring that into, to focus. And it didn't happen,
Because a lot of people, this is crazy though, because a lot of people were complaining about the deal that Matthew Stafford got. Now the deal that Matthew Stafford got is pretty much blown out of the water now because you got guys like Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers pretty much outdoing his contract right now.
The thing I want to add on to basically is about the contractual thing and the money.
Yeah,
is the fact that all of the top 25 players that's making all the money right now in the NFL right now.
I hear you.
Out of the top 25. There's only 11 that have actually won championships or been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Brady is rated at number 16, making $17 million. But he'd won what? He'd have been to the Super Bowl 7 times. He'd
7 or 8
5
times, right? Yeah.
And the thing about it is the fact that, man.
Well, definitely we know that Brady is the best quarterback.
It just showing
Super Bowl wise, anyway.
It's just showing us in the NFL the money is there.
Yeah, the money is there.
But
because I believe that Brady's only making like 15.
17, but give us a quality product, man, a competitive product on the field, man. That's what I'm talking about. Is the fact that are we going to be able to look at this year a watered down game, games this year? Are we going to see something that's competitive? Say, hey, man, the NFL is back.
Definitely. I would love to say that the NFL is back.
I'm telling you, man, it's just that I'm hoping that basically, Aaron Rodgers, he have all the money, man, and his backpack is full.
Yeah, his backpack is full.
And I hope that he can carry the Packers.
Yeah.
Because they still are hurting. They need something on the back end.
Yeah, the thing about
safety.
Yep, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say something about the defense.
Yeah.
That's one thing I see with the Packers is that their defense got to get better. And you know what I mean? Every time the Lions face off with the Packers, there's always fireworks because this is probably the most rival game between these two. These two go at it every time, and Aaron Rodgers pretty much has dominated the Lions. I'm not going to even kid you on that, but at the same time, man, it's good for the league to have this, but to be able to give a guy that much money, he has to be worth it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, do you think that because of the money that's being put out there, do you think that basically actually it's turning into arena ball because basically it's that, you know what, hey, to me it's coming this way at breakneck speed because you know what, forget about defense.
Forget about defense. Right.
Let's put the numbers up there. Let's just throw it all over the place, the ball all over the place. And you know what, as a fan, digesting all of that stuff, man.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to ingest that. Yeah.
But the guys that got the money, they got the money. That's fine and dandy. But hey, just give us a better product. That's all I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What do you guys think out there?
Let us know, guys, what you think about it.
Is they giving us a better product out there? You throwing money all over the place, basically in the league, and the thing about it, can we really actually sit down and say, you know what? Monday Night Football is going to be good. Yeah. Thursday, or Sunday Night Football. Can we really actually say we're going to have a competitive game this season? So just let us know out there.
Definitely, guys, definitely let us know. Definitely, we got a couple other things that we're going to talk about as well. We're talking about the Raiders against the Rams, Week 1. Who you see winning that game right there? Because I know you were a Raiders fan. You said you were a Raiders fan. Are you still a Raiders fan?
No, I'm gone.
He's gone, guys.
I'm on that flight, man. I don't know where it's going, but I know it's I'm not.
Hey,
flying,
come over, baby.
I'm not flying with the Raiders. That's for sure.
Hey, well, you got on blue and I got on blue today.
I'm done with that.
Come
I
on
know
to
a
the
lot
Raiders.
of you guys say, hey, jumping ship, man. But I've been with the Raiders, man, for from the time of childhood, man.
Woo,
and
that's a long
to see the organization, man, just dwindles, man.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I don't care. Hey, everybody out there saying winning is not that important.
Yeah.
I don't know what world you living in.
Yeah, right.
But, but the thing about it, hey, you got to give me something.
Yeah, you got to give me something.
You got to give me something.
Definitely. So who you taking in that first game?
Oh, please, the Rams, man.
You taking the Rams over the Raiders?
Shoot, yeah.
Oh man, okay. I'm not gonna argue with that. Argue with that.
With John Gruden's philosophy is predicated off of a running game.
Yeah.
Okay, a running game, and the thing about it is the fact that it doesn't matter how good you're gonna have to put up major numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
In order to actually even get to the playoffs.
Yes.
Because they defense, man, there's no way they defense. They had trouble last year with Khalil Mack.
Yeah, they did.
And now you don't have nobody off the edge. Come on, man, please.
Yeah.
The Raiders, man, please. I'm not even gonna watch that game.
Oh man,
I'm not even gonna watch that game, man.
So
I'm
week 1, too, I got my
them.
boys. Week 1, I got the Lions going against the Jets. So I got rookie quarterback Sam Darnold going against Matthew Stafford. Now in this game right here is going to be very interesting because the Lions are coming off a mediocre preseason, and I know I had a lot of I seen a lot of videos that talked about the preseason didn't mean anything and things of that nature. But I understand that point, and I understand the point that people are making. But at the same time, you want to make sure in the preseason that you also executing and getting better because the season is right around the corner. Now that Matthew Stafford, so now that the preseason is over, we're gonna truly find out what the Lions are made of under Coach Patricia because pretty much, we got rid of Jim Caldwell. We got rid of Eric Ebron, who people say these were problems that we had to get rid of. Now that we got new head coach Matt Patricia, is he gonna be on the hot seat? Is he gonna be on the hot seat really early because of the lack of the wins or whatever that the Lions are looking for
I think he's just going to be under a lot of pressure, but he's going to make it easy for him on his first win against the Jets. So I think the Lions going to be okay.
Okay.
They're going to be okay. They're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But, in relation to that, by him coming from a Super Bowl winning team, and for you out there,
he did.
I know it's an early projection as for a Super Bowl. Who's going to actually be flying to Minnesota this year? My pick, TA.
Yeah, who you got?
I'm telling you right now.
Already.
They're healthy, they're looking good, and they are stacked. And that's the Saints.
You picking the Saints to go
this
to
early.
Super Bowl.
This early.
You talking about this early too?
This early.
I know they got one of the best 1-2 punches in Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram in the backfield.
Right.
But you think that Drew Brees is ready to get these guys? Because he's already won the championship before.
They're stacked for the next 2 to 3 years, man.
Wow, man. Wow.
So preseason just solidified the fact that you know what, these guys are no saints.
Right.
That's what. So hey, for you out there, I don't know who your projections are, but if I had to come back and recant on this in probably another 10 weeks, then I will. But the thing about it is that
guys, I'm
starting early.
Wow, guys, he is starting off with the Saints, saying the Saints got the team to go to the Super Bowl. Okay, well, I'm gonna go Patriots. It's the easy pick. it's
the
the
safe
help.
pick.
Yes, the safe.
Because they
pick.
don't play nobody.
Yeah, they don't play
They got the
anybody.
easiest
So
schedule
yeah,
in the
yeah.
East,
So
so,
it's a well-oiled machine over there in New England.
They not real all, man. That's just a weak division. Come on.
These guys are well-oiled machine over there, and every year they either in the AFC Championship game or they at the Super Bowl. Now,
This is like what you always talk about Alabama.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Well, you can put the Patriots in that category.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we got this thing, guys. We've been talking off the record, though. Off the record, guys. Because this raw and uncut. So off the record, I've been talking about Alabama, and talking about the Patriots as well. These guys make the Patriots make the Super Bowl every other year, and the Alabama Crimson Tide is always winning a college title. So, we just talked about, I'm tired of seeing these guys in the Super Bowl, and I'm tired of seeing Alabama dominate college football. So I'm hoping this season that it'll be some other teams that'll be able to knock these teams off. But if they can't, we're gonna see the Patriots in the Super Bowl again. And we're also gonna see Alabama
keep me going
in the national title game.
I'm from Alabama, so they keep me going because you know what?
Wow.
The Raiders can't give me nothing.
So Alabama is your greatest hope.
Hey, they keep me afloat, man.
Wow, man, that is crazy, man. That's crazy. So definitely, so he's picking the Saints, guys, and I'm picking the safe pick is the Patriots. They always make it every season. So why will anything change this year unless the Jacksonville Jaguars can get their act together? Jalen Ramsey is definitely going to have to back up a lot of the stuff that he's been saying about the players. They're going to be coming at him. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Ramsey, I know he likes to rumble on and things of that nature.
Man, wait, hold a minute before we close out, man.
Yeah.
I thought, everybody talking about Philly. I mean, you think
Philly
that
Philly can make it too. I'm definitely not going to say Philly can't make it. Philly has the defense to make it again.
Okay.
You got because in the offseason they brought over Michael Bennett from Seattle.
Yeah, that's true.
And they already got Fletcher Cox. And they already got solid guys and Malcolm Jenkins on the team. So these guys got what it takes. All right, you guys, this is Noble Sports Entertainment, and as always, you know
what we do.
We talk sports. Period.